Hey friends, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. One of my goals this year was to give our master bedroom an update. So that's what you see me doing here. I wanted to start early on this day to give time for the paint to dry all day so it'd be less smelly come bedtime because I hate trying to sleep when the air is thick with chemicals. Sorry, this video is so grainy, but this is the faux brick wall I did on the bedside of the room. I was totally surprised at how well it turned out. And anyway, for the first time, I will be sharing my full bedroom reveal in my Christmas videos this year. Please excuse the ugly tape. Am I the only one that does that when you're trying to imagine the size of something? I am waiting on a buffet table from Wayfair, and then the console table that was there has now been moved right here to my entryway. There used to be a bench here, in case you don't recall, and so I will show you where I moved that later. And then we're also going to be removing all the wall decor above here because without the bench, I don't think that fits. And we're going to go to Kirklands and get a mirror for this space. In the meantime, I'm going to get some beef stew going in the crock pot. I'd love to use my crock pot any time of year, but there is something about the fall. I feel like I bring it out more in the fall than any other time, probably because there is the beef stew and the chili and pot roast and just all the fall comfort foods that work so well in the crock pot. I like to put tomatoes in my beef stew. My husband did not like that at all when we were first married, but now we compromise with one can, and marriage is all about compromising. This is probably not my best angle, but anyway, so the plan is to go antiquing, and then after that, I wanted to stop at Kirklands, and my son is looking at me up through the window and smiling. But not. So, okay, so I lost my train of thought.
Hi, sweetie. Don't look so sad. Mama be home soon, okay? I can't take you with.
On this day, I was keeping an eye open for things I could use for Christmas, especially decor, but I do enjoy looking at antiques because I suppose I have what they call historical empathy. That's a term I recently heard, and what it means is that when you see something old of value, you think about who may have owned it, what they were like, and so on. I'm not sure if it's because I appreciate history that I think like this, or if other people think like this too. If you happen to click on my channel for the first time, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to you. As I said earlier, my name is Rachel. I'm a homeschool mom. I love old cats. I almost said old cats. I love old TV shows. I love cats, both young and old cats. And I was going to say my favorite TV show is probably I Love Lucy. I've been married almost 20 years to my sweet husband, who mostly enables my decor addiction. We have 2 kids still at home. My channel is, as you may have guessed, all about my passions for homemaking and home decor. So if you are interested in those subjects as well, I would love it if you would join my channel, A Life More Abundant. And no pressure to do so, but if you're comfortable with it, I would love it if you would introduce yourself in the comments or maybe let me know where you're watching from. I always love to hear. I will be showing you a haul of what I picked up from not only here, but also Kirkland's and Hobby Lobby at the end of this trip. But check out these books. It says $2, and then it says 2 old books, my mother's favorites. I don't think I could get rid of my mother's books if they were that old, but that's just me. I did pass on them because they were falling apart too much to use for decor, but they were cool. Doesn't this luggage bag remind you of the one on Anne of Green Gables that Anne is carrying the day that Matthew comes and picks her up from the train depot? I just think this is so cool. I did not get it, but it's cool. And then this lunchbox, believe it or not, people are decorating with these now. Now, I always say I believe everyone should decorate however they want to decorate, but I just personally never understood the 1980s trend of hanging Jell-O molds on the wall. I know copper is pretty, but they are Jell-O molds. I mean, no judgment, everybody did it. And I know this isn't decor, but I've just never seen one of these in person. Do you guys know what this is? When I showed this later to my husband, he's like, oh, I want that. I'm like, no, we are not getting that. So an hour later, we're at Kirklands. Yes, it takes me a whole hour to get here, so I don't get here all that often. It got really hot, so my hair is absolutely a mess. You guys could probably see all my gray hair coming through because the sun is right on it. But anyway, I like coming here. They're really chill. They never give me any issue about filming, which I like because else I would be nervous. But anyway, so let's go check out the mirrors and the Christmas decor and see what else that they have. If you're looking for an in-person selection of mirrors that are on trend, I think that Kirkland's is probably your best bet. And on this day, I lucked out because they were having a 30% off sale on all their mirrors, and I didn't plan that, so I was pretty serious about looking. I might also mention that Kirkland's has some of the largest mirrors on hand, at least that I'm aware of. I mean, if you needed a giant mirror and you needed it shipped to you, I am sure that must cost a ton of money. I'm definitely leaning toward these arched mirrors or some kind of arched mirror for my entryway. I really like this black frame, especially because I don't know if you remember, but in my entryway, I have like a sconce that's kind of a wrought iron type of sconce. So I'm definitely thinking a black frame. And in case you're wondering what some of the prices are of these huge mirrors, this really large mirror was $350 regular price. So it came down to a choice between one of two of these mirrors. So you'll have to wait till later to see which one came home with me. I don't think the video did this dinnerware justice. They were so beautiful in real life. I might have to go back for them when they go on sale. And when I get my new buffet, I'm going to have room for them. These Christmas tree taper candles are really trendy this year for Christmas. Nutcrackers are everywhere if you haven't noticed. And from napkins to candle holders, Kirkland's has all the nutcracker decor you could dream of. These Norfolk pine garlands are really popular again this year. This one has the berries and lights up. These candy cane pillows were $25, another super popular item. And then these smaller sofa pillows were $14. I love Kirkland's ornaments. Check out the brown plaid. Is that not gorgeous? They are about $5 to $10 an ornament, so a little on the pricier side. But then honestly, Hobby Lobby's ornaments have gone way up too. And speaking of Hobby Lobby, that's our next stop. So after updating our master bedroom, one of the things that I also did was I was able to eliminate one of our dressers, which means I now have a corner that is empty and perfect for a Christmas tree. Yay! It's the first time I will ever have a Christmas tree in my bedroom, so how exciting. I am trying to figure out which one I want, and so, decisions. I'd kind of like a flock tree, but I feel like, especially in a bedroom, it would be really messy. I had a flock tree last year in my patio room, but it wasn't in the main part of the house. So I don't know. I've heard horror stories about how messy they are. Do you have a flock tree? Do you recommend it? I think they're really beautiful. Do you prefer the traditional colors of Christmas, the reds and the whites and the greens, or do you prefer more of what's trending? Right now what's trending is the browns and the earthy tones. These ornaments are really popular right now. I hope I don't kick myself for not picking any of them up, but I'm still kind of deciding where I'm going with my Christmas ornaments. I am generally a traditional Christmas colors girl myself, and that's again where I'm going this year with my Christmas tree decor. So a lot of reds and whites. Naturally, I had to go back and check the gingerbread decor to see if anything new showed up. As many of you probably already know, I'm doing gingerbread decor again in my kitchen this year for Christmas. I really should have mentioned this earlier. I guess I assume everybody knows because I shop at Hobby Lobby all the time. But all of the Christmas decor is 50% off, so any of the regular prices that you're seeing on the tags that I'm showing you definitely take half off of anything Christmas. And we can't forget the true meaning of Christmas, which is of course Christ's birth. Hobby Lobby has so many different nativity scenes to choose from. I just love these gold Christmas trees on the left that look like mercury glass, and by the way, they do light up. The beef stew was looking really good, and the house smelled absolutely wonderful. In just a moment, I'll show you my haul of everything I brought home from this trip, and then we'll decorate my entryway. So I'm going to start with the items I picked up while we were antiquing. I only have a couple of those, but I did pick up this copper pedestal, and when I was in the store, my thought was that I have a glass cloche at home that would fit, and I was right. You know, sometimes you think about these things and you get home and you're not even close, and yes, I have this glass cloche, which I already had at home, and I think that would look really pretty and festive on like a dining table for Christmas with some little dainty desserts or mints in there of some kind. So I was glad that that worked out. And then the next item I picked up while antiquing was this crock. I love the texture in it, and there's a little bit of brown also. I just think it's really gorgeous, and I was imagining it with a Christmas tree in it for Christmas, so that's why I purchased it. But anyway, I'm sure I'll find other uses as well, but I just think it's really pretty. And then the next item, I know it sounds really simple, but it is. It's just this little gooseberry patch cookbook, and I do like to save these. In my opinion, they're like the first Pinterest. I mean, if you actually look inside of them, they have really good ideas for decorating or for like gatherings, get-togethers, and parties. Here's an example. One of the first pages says, well, there's some cookie cutters here shown, and it says, pour pancake batter into holiday-shaped cookie cutters. Trees, snowmen, wreaths, and ornament shapes are all sweet. Remember to coat the inside of each cookie cutter with nonstick vegetable spray and slip a clip-on style clothespin to the side for ease in turning the pancake. I just think they have good ideas, and I always like the recipes. And I also like to display them in my kitchen. I just think they're really pretty. So, oh, and I forgot to mention the best part. This was $1. So you can pick these up really cheap nowadays from thrift stores. I saved the best for last. I've been looking for a soup tureen. You won't believe how much I got this for. Okay, the regular price for the thrift store price was $9.99, but they had all their green tags for sale for 90% off. So I bought this soup tureen for $1. Let me show it to you. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect inside and out. Can you believe it? What a treasure. And it's big. It's really good size. All right, so that was my best thrift deal in a long time. Next items are the things I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I did put batteries in this one so you could kind of see what it looks like lit up. And the smaller one was $22 and of course half off, and then the taller one was $30 and of course half off. And then of course I had to pick up some bells. These were $8 regular price and of course half off, and those were again from Hobby Lobby. I had to pick up something gingerbread. I think I already mentioned on the channel I was looking at this guy. $12 regular price, so he was half of that. And I just think he's super cute. I'm pretty sure he's new this year. And I know it wasn't planned, but I thought I would just quick show you a couple more things that I picked up. These, okay, well there's two of these. I'll just show you one up close. It's a wreath from the at-home store. And it's not meant for Christmas, but if you look at how it's got the magnolia leaves and the olive leaves, I just think they're so pretty. This green to me just screams Christmas. I mean, of course you could use it all year long. I think it would cross over really easily into all the seasons, but look at that green. I just think that is so gorgeous. Velvet, I think is going to be really popular this year, at least from everything that I'm seeing. And I found these wine red velvet sofa pillows from Amazon. They went all the way up to 26 by 26. So from 12 by 12 squares to 26 by 26. And I say all the prices were pretty reasonable, and they had other colors also. So if you stayed with me so far, thank you so much. Now we're going to decorate my entryway with my new mirror on my old console table. So let's go get started on that. So this is the mirror I chose. It is the taller one of the two that I was debating about. The regular price was $100, and with the 30% off, of course, that brought me down to $70. I really like it here. I'm just a little worried that it's maybe too tall for the console table, and I'm also debating whether it should be hung or if it should just be sitting on the table. Either way, even if it is a little bit tall for the console table, I still like it, and I'm definitely keeping it. So now we're going to start decorating it. There used to be a bench here, as I mentioned earlier, and so in just a moment I'll show you where I put that and what else I did differently in this entryway. This vase was a Hobby Lobby find about 2 weeks ago when the vases finally went on sale. I feel like I never ever hit the right week, and this time I did. So I'm really glad I found this vase, and it was half off of, I want to say $32 from Hobby Lobby. And now I'm going to whip around, turning the corner, and you'll see where I put the bench. And you'll also see, if you've been following me, that I got rid of the little farmhouse table that was here. And then I added this Billy Jacobs picture, which I have literally had forever. I pulled it out of the dark, dank corners of my decor room, dusted off the cobwebs. I like it here. I'm just a little worried that maybe it doesn't look trendy enough. So I'm not sure how to fix that. I was thinking about painting the frame with kind of a soft gold, like what's on this pumpkin stem. So that's why I'm holding it up to show you. I'm curious what your opinion is. Do you think that would maybe modernize the frame a little bit? The other option I had, and this was another thing I pulled out of the corners of my decor room and dusted off, it's these 4 canvas pictures, and so maybe that would be an option. If not now, maybe in spring for up here. I'm not sure, maybe these canvases are too outdated now. I don't know, we'll have to see. But either way, I think the mirror is a win. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I cannot wait to decorate this area for Christmas. I may paint the knobs black, but anyway, the mirror is really heavy, so I'm having visions of it falling. I'm definitely going to attach it to the wall somehow. I apologize that this video was kind of all over the place. It was fall and Christmas and decorating and shopping, everything kind of mixed together. Sorry, it might have been a little on the rough side. If you liked this video, would you give me a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it. If you didn't like this video, would you give it a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it. I have Christmas decorating videos coming up really soon, and so I hope you will join me for those. I really appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, stay thankful.